Hello everyone, so in this video we'll be talking about demonetization. So let's start. Demonetization. On the eve of 8th November 2016, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his historic speech announced the demonetization of existing note of 500 and 1000 during a televised address. In the announcement, Modi declared use of all 500 and 1000 banknotes of Mahatma Gandhi series are invalid from midnight of same day, and announced the issuance of new 500 and 2000 banknotes of Mahatma Gandhi new series in exchange of the old notes. Now we will discuss what demonetization actually means. First, what is demonetization? It is a radical financial step in which a currency's unit status as a legal tender is declared invalid. This move is usually executed when old currency have to be replaced by new one, or whenever there is a change of national currency, process of removing a currency from general usage or circulation. Now we will discuss that it is first time the demonetization has done, or this tool has been used before. Demonetization done before in India. It first happened in 1946 when the Reserve Bank of India demonetized the circulation of 1000 and 10,000 rupees note. Here, higher demonetization banknote in 1000, 5000 and 10,000 were introduced 8 years later in year 1954. Secondly, in the year 1978, the Morarji Desai government demonetized rupees 1000, 5000 and 10,000 note, which were quite substantial then. The move was executed under the High Demonetization Banknote Act 1978. Under this law, all high denomination banknotes ceased to be legal tender after January 16, 1978. People carrying these notes were given a week time to exchange their currencies, unlike the present situation where the government has given months time to exchange their denominations. The main difference then and now, however, is that the currency of higher denomination was barely in circulation, unlike 500 and 1000 today, which is 86% of the currency circulation. Now we will talk about the benefit of demonetization. First, banking. In the first 4 days after the announcement of the step, about 3 trillion rupees in the former old 500 and 1000 banknote has been deposited in bank system, and about 500 billion rupees had been dispensed by withdrawal from bank accounts, ATMs as well as exchange over the bank customers. Till now, up to 6 lakh crore has been deposited in the bank. There has been a drastic increase in the use of debit cards and other method of online banking. Second, business. By the second week after the demonetization of 500 and 1000 banknotes, cigarette sale across India witnessed as fall of 30 to 40%, while e-commerce companies saw up to 30% decline in cash on delivery. Several e-commerce companies hailed the demonetization decision as an impetus to an increase in digital payments. They believe that it would be lead to decline cash on delivery returns, which is expected to cut down their costs. Third, effect on illegal activities. The move also reportedly crippled communist guerrilla group financial through money laundering. Number 4. Fake currency. Although there is no actual data about fake currency in India, but it assumed to be more than 15,000 crores, and although this step all the fake currency is wiped out as a piece of paper. Fifth, terrorist activities. This is a step has brought a total collapse on terror funding activities. After 8 November there has been not been any news on stone range activities in Kashmir region. Demonetization. Other countries with ban of 500 and rupees 1000 currencies and introduction of new note, India is coping with demonetization. The measure isn't new, however, as several other countries have embraced in the past. Some met the purpose, whereas some failed miserably. First, Nigeria. During the government of Muhammadu Buhari in 1984, Nigeria introduced new currency and banned the old notes. However, the debt-ridden and inflation hit the country not take the change well, and the economic collapsed. Second, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe used to have $1 trillion notes. The Zimbabwe economy went for a toss when President Robert Mugabe issued a edict to ban inflation through laughable value note. After demonetization, the value of $1 trillion dropped to $0.5 and were also put up on eBay. Third, North Korea. The demonetization that happened in North Korea in 2010 left people with no food and shelter. Kim Jong-un introduced a reform that knocked off two zeros from the face value of the old currency. Australia. Australia became the first country to release polymer, that's plastic note, to stop widespread counterfeiting. Since the purpose was to replace the paper with plastic, the only material that changed. It did not had any side effect on the economy. Many countries like Ghana, Soviet Union, Myanmar also demonetized, but the results were quite bad. Now, in this video, I'll be talking to Ms. Janelle Karian, Assistant Professor at Amity Business School, how we look forward to demonetization as a step by government.
Demonetization is basically in India. It happened almost 2 years back when the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, I don't exactly remember the date. I think it was 8th of November 2016. He announced that India will go through a process of demonetization, and the notes that were chosen were 500 and 1000 notes. So all the process was started. The main objective of demonetization was putting down to black money. See, in India there are two kinds of economy which runs parallel. One is white money economy, other is black money economy. So the aim of the government was to disrupt this black economy and put it in the white economy. So the demonetization process was followed, though it started with a lot of chaos. ATMs were running short of cash. A lot of people panicked, but at the end the result was fruitful. India went through a process of digitalization also because of demonetization. Now if you see a lot of youngsters, every one of us using digital cash, the black money corruption has reduced. And what I find one of the most important advantage of demonetization was Pakistan was running short of black money. I don't know how it happened, because there are a lot of counterfeit currency which is imported to India from Pakistan. So because of demonetization, everything stopped, and a new India has grown. We are doing cashless transaction, corruption is low. So overall, demonetization was a huge success, and as an Indian citizen, we all should be thankful to the present government. A very renowned economist, I don't exactly remember the name of the economy. He said every country must go through the process of demonetization every 10 years. New notes are important because after 10 years, what happens? A lot of fake currency, a lot of counterfeit currency starts coming into the economy. So if we go through demonetization process every 10 years, it adds value to your economy. So I think it was a great success, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now let's talk about the real demonetization effect more than 2 years after demonetization. A lot has happened since those 500 and 1000 rupees notes were declared invalid by the government. A number of promises were made by the government in the wake of demonetization. Some materialized well, while others did not. While we cannot judge whether the 2-year-old move was a success or a failure, here is where those promises stand today. Despite promising to bring down the cash and the economy, cash flow is back to pre-demonetization level. Lower cash flow in the economy would result in lower chances of counterfeit notes being circulated in the market. However, despite a push that was made to promote digital payment, cash flow in economy is back to the pre-demonetization level. Post-demonetization market was flooded with counterfeit notes. Demonetization sought to expand the tax basis, and the tax collection have actually risen to more than 18%. But there is only 1.7% of the taxpayer is in India. It was promised that demonetization would curb terrorism, but Naxal and separatists found a way around. Post demonetization cash squeeze in Chhattisgarh and Jammu and Kashmir resulted in a dip in the terrorism and separatist activities. However, after a few months, they started using local population and businessmen to launder money. The payment promised that demonetization will help in bringing black money back stored in offshore accounts, but more than 5 lakh crores still sit in offshore banks. Demonetization was aimed at unearthing undisclosed money in India, but rupees 1.41 crore has been unearthed. Demonetization was supposed to help stabilize the economy, but we lost 1.5% of the GDP growth. At last, the government and RBI claims that demonetization was a success. However, recent numbers says otherwise. If we talk about recent numbers, we'll see that RBI spends around 21,000 crores in handling the mechanism of demonetization. However, they recover only 15.44 lakhs in invalid money. Ever since demonetization come into effect, a number of people and sectors have been seems to be affected by temporary cash crunches. This cannot be ignored while waiting the outcome of the moves. Around 115 people lost their lives standing in ATM queues to withdraw money. Businesses saw a dip in demand due to the cash crunch, which impacted them heavily. 15 crore daily wages earner lost their livelihood for at last. We can say there was some benefits but also drawback to demonetization. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Hope you like this video. Please do like, subscribe, and comment below.